A buddy of mine brought his Model Y into a Tesla service center last year because the screen kept freezing and his range dropped 30 miles overnight. They had the car for 4 hours. The bill came back at $270. You want to know what the fix was? They held down 2 buttons on the steering wheel for 10 seconds. That was it. A 10-second reset. $270. And that is not even close to the worst example I have found. Today, I am going to walk you through every free reset trick that Tesla owners are not being told about, and some of these will save you over $1,000 a year. Number 1, the scroll wheel soft reset. This is the one thing every Tesla owner needs to know, and I am shocked at how many people have never heard of it. Put the car in park, press and hold both scroll buttons on the steering wheel at the same time, and keep holding for about 10 seconds until the screen goes completely black. Let go when you see the Tesla logo appear. Give it 30 to 60 seconds and everything comes back fresh. I personally think this one fix alone takes care of about 8 out of 10 issues I see people posting about online. Frozen screens, backup camera showing nothing, Bluetooth audio cutting in and out, Spotify crashing mid-song, navigation acting like it forgot where it is. All of it clears up with this 10-second reset. Now here is the part that I love. Tesla says right in the manual that this only restarts the touchscreen. It does not touch anything related to driving. Your car still steers, still brakes, still accelerates. You could technically do this while driving down the highway, but I would not recommend it because you lose the speedometer and turn signals on screen for about a minute. Just pull over and do it in park. I need to clear something up real quick. There is a myth floating around Tesla forums that pressing the brake pedal during the scroll wheel reset triggers some kind of deeper reboot. That is not true. Tesla's Model S service manual says pressing the brake while holding the scroll buttons has no impact and is not required. People have been repeating that for years and it does nothing extra. I found a Tesla support email that was shared on a forum and it said something interesting. Tesla actually recommends owners do this reset 1 to 2 times per year as preventive maintenance. Think of it like clearing the cache on your phone. So if your Tesla has been feeling a little sluggish lately, try this before you do anything else. But what happens when the scroll wheel reset does not fix the problem? That is where things get interesting. Number 2, the power off reset. So the scroll wheel only restarts the touchscreen computer. The power off reset shuts down the whole car. All the computers, all the controllers, everything goes completely dark. Go to controls, then safety, then power off. Tap that button. Now here is the critical part. Leave the car completely alone for at least 2 full minutes. No touching the screen, no opening doors, and keep the Tesla app closed on your phone. Any of those things will wake the car back up and ruin the reset. I have seen people mess this up all the time. They hit power off, wait 45 seconds, get impatient, tap the screen, and then wonder why it did not work. The car needs time to fully shut down everything inside it. But there is a bigger one. You need to turn off Sentry mode first. Sentry mode keeps the cameras and processors running even when the car is off. So if you forget to disable it, the car never actually powers down completely. This trips up more people than any other step. This deeper reset handles things the scroll wheel cannot touch. The big ones are autopilot unavailable errors that will not go away and regenerative braking acting weird. It also clears cellular signal drops and charging errors that keep coming back no matter how many times you reboot the screen. A Tesla owner on the Tesla Motors Club forum reported that this fixed a regenerative braking glitch that survived 3 scroll wheel reboots. Now those first 2 resets are what Tesla service tries on 90% of visits. But there is a third level that even a lot of technicians do not bother with. Number 3, the language swap trick. Tesla support actually emails these exact steps to customers before scheduling service appointments, which tells you right away that it works. Go into controls, then display, then change your touchscreen language to something else. British English is the easiest because you can still read everything. Confirm the change, let the car reboot, then switch it back. What makes this different from the first two? It restarts the part of the car that handles your Wi-Fi and cellular connections. Tesla calls it the connectivity gateway, but all you need to know is that a regular reboot does not touch it. Neither does the power off reset. Only the language change forces that specific part to restart. If your Tesla keeps dropping Wi-Fi at home, losing LTE signal, or streaming apps just refuse to load, try this one. I have seen people get charged $150 to $250 for a diagnostic appointment where the technician does this exact same language swap at the Tesla Service Center touchscreen. Alright, so those first three are your software reset hierarchy, but the next one is where the real money gets saved, and I mean hundreds of dollars on a single fix. Number 4, camera recalibration after windshield replacement, $400 to $750. That is what glass shops charge for something called ADAS camera recalibration after they replace your windshield. Some shops have gone even higher than that. One Model Y owner said Safelite tried to add $800 to a windshield replacement bill specifically for this. But you can actually do this yourself for free. Go to Controls, then Service, then Camera Calibration, and tap Clear Calibration. Then drive on a road with clear lane markings. A highway works best. You will see a little blue ring appear around the autopilot icon, and within 20 to 25 miles of driving, the cameras calibrate themselves completely. Free. Takes about 10 minutes. I came across a case where a Tesla owner picked up his car after a windshield replacement and the shop could not calibrate because their equipment was down. He went into the service menu himself, cleared the calibration, drove home, and autopilot was working perfectly by the time he pulled into his driveway. Tesla's own manual confirms this is the intended method. The car was designed to do this itself. So next time someone quotes you $500 for camera recalibration, you know what to do. But here is a problem that scares Tesla owners even more than a recalibration fee. Number 5, battery management system recalibration to get your range back. Your Tesla used to show 300 miles, now it shows 260. You might think the battery is dying, and this is going to cost thousands. Slow down. That range drop is almost always a calibration problem, not a battery problem. Real battery degradation is about 1 to 2% per year. A sudden drop of 30 or 40 miles in a few weeks is almost always the battery management system, not the battery. Think of it like a fuel gauge. If you only charge between 40 and 70% for months, which is what a lot of people do for daily driving, the battery management system never sees a full tank or an empty tank. It loses its reference points and starts guessing, and it always guesses low. The fix costs nothing. It is free. Drive the car down below 10%. Let it sit for an hour or two without opening doors or checking the Tesla app, because the app wakes the car up and messes with the voltage readings. Then plug in with a level 2 home charger, set the limit to 100%, and let it charge all the way up. Leave it plugged in an extra hour or two after it hits full, so all the individual cells inside the battery can even out. Then drive. Repeat that 2 or 3 times, and your range estimate should come back. One owner of a 2017 Model X got back over 30 miles of displayed range just from doing this. Another Model 3 long-range owner maintains over 310 miles by doing this cycle every 90 days. Quick note on LFP batteries. If your Tesla has an LFP battery, which is in the standard range Model 3 and some Model Y vehicles made after 2021, Tesla recommends charging to 100% at least once a week. LFP batteries are harder for the car computer to read because the voltage barely changes whether you are at 20% or 80%. So the battery management system needs that full charge reference more often. You can check your battery type in controls, under software, then additional vehicle information. That battery management system trick alone saves you the $175 to $330 diagnostic fee Tesla charges to tell you the same thing. And I am about to show you the fastest fix on this entire list. Number 6, window calibration, 20 seconds. That is all this takes, and it fixes one of the biggest complaints I hear from Tesla owners. Every Tesla has frameless windows that drop a tiny bit when you open the door and rise back up to seal when you close it. When that calibration drifts, you get wind noise at highway speeds, the window scratches the chrome trim, or it bounces back open every time you try to close it. Close the door. Use the driver's combined window switch to raise the window all the way until it stops. Lower it all the way until it stops. Raise it one more time until it stops. 3 motions. Done. As one owner put it, magic. Done in 20 seconds. What causes the drift in the first place? 12-volt battery replacements, software updates, window tinting, and extreme temperature swings. One interesting thing I found is that aftermarket puddle light replacements on the Model 3 and Model Y can also trigger it. The puddle light circuit connects to the door position sensor, and a faulty unit throws the window calibration off. So if you installed aftermarket puddle lights and your windows started acting weird right after, now you know why. Tesla service charges $100 to $200 for this. The technician sits in the car and moves the window switch 3 times. Now you can do it yourself. If you are finding this helpful, hit subscribe. I cover tips like this every week to save you money on your Tesla. Now this next one is less of a reset and more of an emergency save. And if it ever happens to you, you will be glad you watched this. Number 7, charging port stuck. Picture this. You are at a supercharger 200 miles from home. Charging is done. You press the button to release the cable and nothing happens. The connector will not come out of your car. The first thing to try is this. Push the connector in toward the car a little bit to take pressure off the latch pin, then press the release button on the handle. The locking pin sometimes jams under tension, and that inward push relieves it. A simple mechanical trick that works more often than you would expect. Still stuck? Do a scroll wheel reboot. If the error shows up again after the reboot, do the full power off reset and wait at least 2 minutes. If nothing software related works, every Tesla has a manual emergency release strap hidden in the trunk area. On the Model 3 and Model Y, open the trunk, look at the upper right side wall, find the rectangular cutout, pull it open, and pull the black strap toward the front of the car. The latch releases mechanically. On the Model S, it is on the left side of the trunk near the charge port. On the Cybertruck, lower the tailgate and check the right side of the lower panel. Cold weather tip. Charge port latches freeze up in winter. A hairdryer or warm cloth on the port area works faster than waiting. Using the preconditioning feature before you unplug also helps warm the mechanism. That supercharger panic moment could easily turn into a $200 mobile service call, or you can just pull a strap. Speaking of things that cause panic, this next one happens to Tesla owners almost every week. Number 8, phone key and Bluetooth fixes. You walk up to your Tesla and it does not recognize you. The handles do not pop out on Model S. The car does not unlock on Model 3 or Model Y. Your first instinct is to schedule a service appointment. Do not do that yet. Toggle Bluetooth off on your phone, wait 5 seconds and turn it back on. That simple step fixes it 9 times out of 10. If that does not work, force close the Tesla app and reopen it. Still locked out, restart your phone entirely. After that, try a scroll wheel reboot on the car, then toggle Bluetooth off and on inside the Tesla touchscreen settings. Now, if you have gone through all of that and the phone key still will not connect, here is the nuclear option. Delete the phone key from the car and controls under locks. Remove the car from the Tesla app. Forget the car in your phone Bluetooth settings. Reboot the phone, scroll wheel reboot the car, then pair everything from scratch using your keycard. One case really stood out to me. A 2023 Model S owner could not get the door handles to auto-present no matter what they tried. It turned out they needed to go into their iPhone settings and enable local network permission for the Tesla app. That hidden permission was the only thing preventing the connection. A problem like that at a Tesla service center can easily become a $270 diagnostic visit for a 5-second settings toggle on your phone. Wait until you hear what happened to this next guy. Number 9. The HVAC reset. A Model S owner on the Tesla Motors Club forum posted that his air conditioning stopped completely in the middle of summer. The fan was blowing at full speed, but the air coming out was warm. He started calling around for repair quotes, and the numbers were ugly. Over $2,000 for a potential compressor replacement. Before he booked anything, he tried one more thing. He went to controls, then safety, then power off. He walked away from the car for about 40 minutes. He did not touch it. He did not check the app. He just left it completely alone. He came back, pressed the brake, and the air conditioning came on, blowing ice cold. He said it felt even colder than before the problem started. I personally think the climate system software sometimes gets stuck in a loop, especially during heat waves when it is running non-stop. The full power cycle snaps it out of whatever state it was frozen in. Always worth trying before you assume the compressor is dead. While we are on the climate system, here is a free fix for that musty sock smell that a lot of Teslas develop. Run the fan without the air conditioning for 2 to 3 minutes before you park. This dries the evaporator coils so mold does not build up overnight. Also, swap your cabin air filters yourself. Tesla charges over $200 for a cabin filter replacement. The filters cost about $20 online and the swap takes 15 minutes with no tools. DIY and you save a lot. Okay, last one. I save this because it involves popping open the frunk and getting your hands on the 12-volt battery. It is also the one that fixes problems nothing else can touch. Number 10. The 12-volt hard reset. Your Tesla has a small 12-volt battery that powers all the everyday electrical systems, the touchscreen, the door locks, the interior lights, everything basic. When this battery gets weak or the car falls into a deep software glitch that survives every other reset on this list, disconnecting the 12-volt is the only way to fully clear it. You need a 10mm wrench and about 15 minutes. Before you start, roll down all your windows. This is critical. If you lose 12-volt power with the windows up and you need to open a door, the frameless window cannot drop out of the way and you could crack the glass. Open the frunk and find the 12-volt battery under the plastic cover on the front left side. Disconnect the negative terminal with your wrench, then fold down the right rear seat, remove the foam insulation, and find the orange high voltage contactor connector. Squeeze the lock and disconnect it. Wait at least 2 minutes. 5 minutes is better. Then reconnect in reverse order. Orange connector first, feel for the click. 12-volt terminal second. You will hear the contactors close when the car comes back to life. Here is what makes this reset different from everything else. One Tesla owner figured out that it is not actually the 12-volt disconnect that clears the error codes. It is pulling that orange high-voltage contactor that completely de-energizes every system in the car. A Tesla service technician shared the same story online. They had a driver assist computer stuck in a reboot loop after a firmware update, and this was the only thing that fixed it. This is the exact same thing a Tesla technician does before they even think about ordering replacement parts, and now you know how to do it yourself. So that is the complete reset ladder. Before you schedule a service appointment for any software issue, work through these in order. You will solve the problem yourself more often than not, and you will keep a few $100s in your pocket every time you do. If you just bought a used Tesla and something feels off, run through these resets first. I have seen cars sell for thousands under market value because of problems that disappear with a free reset that takes less than a minute. If you want to avoid the 15 most expensive mistakes Tesla owners make, that video is on screen now.